We are picking this video up right where we left off from the last one. This is Friday, just after we finished our long house sit in Brisbane, and then I worked in the library for a bit that morning as we were jet setting off up the coast to go and see one of Olivia's friends for dinner. First option, camper van. Second option, house sit.
No, house sit. Yeah. Then camper van. So house sit to get our camper van organised.
Yeah, and then house sit more.
Well, or we could buy electric bikes and we could plan it with our house sit. So we can go house sit and then ride our bike across country to the next house sit.
Why electric bikes when we could just get a scooter or I feel like an electric bike is going to be less reliable than a scooter.
No, the reason being is you can actually go on cool tracks with a bike.
Sandy shores.
I love it. That's Tiawa over there. You camp along that beach, and then on the other side is Rainbow Beach.
It's like an episode of Outdoor Boys, all this information.
Oh, it's the best. Over there's a little cove. A lot of surfers surf along this coastline here.
Okay, so we are in our next house sit. We're just about to go off for a run, and I'm not sure where the boy is, but we are looking after another dog. I will show you him at a later date. But now we run. Oh, sweet God. That was a very hilly run. Not done hilly runs since I was like 22. All in all, got it done. So that's the main thing. 7k. Took me something like 40 something minutes. So quite far off the 5k for 20 minutes, sub 20 minutes, sub 22 minutes, 5k, that's what I want. But that was good. Oh, shower time.
Pose for the camera, darling. Yes, mate, can you just extend that leg slightly for me? Or lift it slightly. Oh, darling. Oh, that's the one.
Dogs love your slippers, don't they?
That's mine. Alfie. Alfie. He was like, that's my slipper, sweet boy.
Every dog loves their slippers. This is Alfie boy. He's a good boy. We've also got chickens. Look at these. They literally lay eggs all the time. We've had 3 sets of how many chickens?
We had 8 today.
No, none yet. Obviously, you did it in the morning. 8 chickens today. No, 8 eggs. Chicken. 8 eggs today.
Laid
Yeah. By 3 chickens. Wow. They are good girls, to be fair. And this is the next house. Oof. Oi oi, this was the first training session of the week. Monday started off with upper body. It's kind of changed up a little bit now since the bodybuilding days of just chest on a Monday. Now it is just upper body on a Monday. So chest, shoulders, triceps, biceps, back, rear delts, and maybe a little bit of abs in there as well if you have time. To be honest, most of my accessory stuff, the rear delts, the abs, that kind of muscle group, the small stuff, that generally tends to all be put on my push and pull sessions, as those are a little bit shorter than a full upper body session. But it was nice to get some bench and some pull-ups done in this week. And obviously, if you're new to the channel, you'll be keen to hear that I'm working towards a 85 kilo weighted pull-up, so a 2 times body weight weighted pull-up, which hopefully this year I will smash. That is the plan. Anyway, on with the rest of the video. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and the chickens are fed. The little boy over there is fed, and I just made myself a coffee. So yesterday trained at Zap Fitness, which, my god, small gym but pretty nice vibe. So some positives, some negatives from that one. Got 2-day free pass, so I can't really complain too much, but yeah, it could definitely do with some more specific equipment. But it's alright, making it work. Weighted pull-ups today was more, or yesterday, sorry, I should say, was more so focused on just getting a little bit more control on those reps. One of the ways of getting stronger, you have to make sure that your time and attention is also getting stronger rather than just shifting weight. Otherwise you'll end up with lots of injuries and that kind of stuff. Yeah, we've still got plenty of time, you know, the end of the year isn't here just yet, but definitely a little bit more sense of urgency with the pull-ups of late. So yes, let's get stuck into a coffee and a work day. My god, it's hot. That was a bit of the legs done. Nice to have a staircase right outside of the gym after training legs. Not the best gym for legs. Yesterday wasn't too bad because I was doing upper body, and you can do a lot with upper body, but unfortunately the leg curl was absolutely horrific. I don't like, there's some leg curls just do not fit anybody. I'm pretty sure that the one they had there was absolutely just terrible. I would think terrible for most people, but it felt awful for me. But obviously a lot of people do use it, so maybe I'm the anomaly. But it just felt like the pad was pushing on your knee all the time. Anyway, so I swapped it for Nordic curls, which I haven't done for a while, and they definitely like hit, it's kind of hard to explain, but they hit like the insertion point of your hamstring, which is an area which I haven't trained for a while, so it felt a little bit weird, but we got the session done. It's going to be 37 degrees on Friday. Well, good morning. We are just about to head out on our morning walk with the boy. I'll show you the chickens at a later date, the morning routine on that one. But to start the day, always a morning walk. It's the best way to start the day, in my opinion. And a little sip of coffee, and then a little bit of cardio. Just make sure we lock this one up. I had a request to do a bit of a day in the life, a bit of a routine with the house. So we'll go through that. Denzel, thank you. I hope you're watching. This is a little bit of the house. Obviously we've got the bins and things like that to put out in the mornings. Very stiff gate. That needs a bit of WD-40, I think. I think you can see on the lens how humid it is. It's fucking real humid. Come on, boy. Oh, hang on. You're a little tangled. It's only going to get hotter. 37 degrees on Friday. It's going to be a scorcher. Humidity levels are pretty high as well. Oh, there's my morning alarm to wake up. Good morning, King. Already up, mate. Got some important meetings today, so it's a bit more of a wake up and get at it sort of day, you know. Rest day for me today. Last 2 days of training, did upper lower, so rest on the Wednesday. Need to go down and get some more food in the house, so I will be doing some extra cardio, a bit of walking, and then had a very brutal run on the weekend, but thinking of trying to do it again next weekend. before we leave. So I'm only at this house for a week, but we shall see. It was a pretty hard run. I think my knees and my legs are still a bit recovering. So yeah, see you at home. We've got a very important meeting in literally 5 minutes, but man's got to keep his gains as well. So we've got this, which is sweet potato, eggs, mushrooms, and mozzarella. So this pan, as you can see, has no handle. This is not my house. I did not create this pan to be like this. This is just the best pan that they have, unfortunately. This house is a bit strange. It's very big, it's very modern in some ways on the outside, but on the inside, they've kind of just stopped, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of these things that they've got in this house are from, like, 2010, you know? Like, obviously, their house, they do what they want, but just an odd observation, I think. Alright, let's jump into this cool... So part of the routines, especially when it is this hot, is obviously to make sure that everybody is nicely hydrated. So what I'm doing here, I'm making sure that the chickens have had a little bit of water sprayed around their pen, just so that it's a little bit cooled off. Making sure the boy has some water in his bowl, and then if there is any areas around the garden which need some water, generally don't tend to water plants during this kind of heat, because actually it tends to damage the plants more. So yeah, a little gardening tip for you there. But pretty simple routines really in this house. Feed the dog, feed the chickens, clean up after the dog, clean up after the chickens, happy days. I think I'm gonna have to start tracking my calories again soon, because I keep on losing weight, right? Like, the plan is not to be this lean, you know? This is not really a helpful level of leanness. I'd say it's probably like, it's comfortable for me to maintain, don't get me wrong, like I don't really have a huge level of appetite, but when you're this lean, I feel like sometimes getting stronger is a little bit harder. I feel like I'm training okay, but there's a couple of lifts at the moment which especially like my incline bench press, I've been stuck on these same numbers for a while now. So I'm thinking I might need to do a bit of a bulk at some point. Although like I do love the whole, instead of like cutting and bulking all the time, instead just kind of slowly gaining. Sometimes you slowly gain so much that you're not actually gaining at all, you know? You think you're making progress. But in fairness, I have been traveling and I've been, you know, not really training consistently in different gyms. But at this present time, my training's probably been the most consistent that it has in the last year and a half, maybe. When did I start traveling around Europe? Whenever I started traveling around Europe, it was always going to be a bit more difficult anyway. We were in house sits all around the world, some in really rural places. We looked after a horse. We had to walk a horse, which was quite interesting.
What's Jakey doing?
But yeah, house sittings, it's honestly changed our lives completely, as you can see. But I think it's fantastic, especially if you're like trying to save for a house. You know, save on some bills, save on some time as well, instead of jumping on the market. Anyway, I digress. What was I can't even remember. I was going to make my yogurt. Let's make the yogurt. And then that is that. You might be thinking, why have we got a shirt off, Simon? Seems a bit inappropriate. 37 degrees today in Australia. 37 degrees, man. Crazy. Instantly sweating. We walk outside, instantly sweat. It's super humid as well, so there we go. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this and then probably I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. So this dog has epilepsy, which means every morning and evening we give them some medication, right? Here we are. I've never, before house sitting, I'd never given medication to a dog, but now that I've been house sitting for a year and a half, I'm pretty darn good at it. So this is Alfie. Alfie, come here. Good boy. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Open. There we go. And there you go, there's a treat. Not bad, eh? Have a good bit of practice at that.
To the G17 with a king with a switch. If it went a UK with I had an AK-47 with 100 rounds. Red carpet on my Chucky and Air Max. They want to play with a London. Two things that you'll never see is me work from my upper bitch and my way.
Here we are in my push session. At the time of this recording, I'm just about to go and head off and do my pull session. This was Thursday. Today, this recording is Friday, and hopefully we'll get this video out on Saturday. So we're almost up to date. Started off the session with lateral raises and then went into incline dumbbell press. Still stuck on the 50 kilo dumbbells. My reason and excuse for this is because most gyms don't have higher than 50 kilo dumbbells. So I haven't had that much experience using 55s, 52.5s and plus. But that is the reason that I started doing the incline bench press, because it's just so much easier and safer to start that position rather than picking up these two 50 kilo dumbbells where I'm always a little bit wary of my lower back. Anyway, this was the push session. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Much love.